The glitches and the stuff were fixed, and that's huge. That's so big. Because the game is playable now, right? The game wasn't playable, really, to invade. Like, I did invasions this weekend, and it was terrible, man. Every fourth invasion was Madness Loop. Every other one behind that was a carry and retail player, and it was just so tedious to play around and so annoying. Game's closer to where it needs to be from what I played earlier. Yeah, absolutely. It's closer, way closer. Like I said, invasions are playable now. I can play the game. I prefer that old point down gesture from DS3, mainly because you could spin around while doing it. I don't like the new point down either. I'm just saying, man, there's a lot of DS1 things in this game. We got passive poise, we got the point down, backstabs are fucking weird. You know, the opposite way they were in DS1, but still fucking weird. There's a lot of depth in the game. I like being able to jump. I like being able to crouch. It's really cool and it's really fun. But there's a lot of issues with the game, right? Damage is just way too fucking good, and there's so many things. Fixing a lot of the glitches and stuff was good. Like, in Dark Souls 3, people can fap run away from me. In this game, they can't. Granted, they can Bloodhound step, and I'll never catch them. But that's, you know, that's the other side of the coin. No backstab chain equals bad. I agree. Like, the fishing is a problem, and they need to fix that. And I don't know if there's a way to fix it with 3-check system, especially when the third check is on their screen, not yours. When the check for angle is on their screen, it's a huge issue. If they switch the check to my screen, backstabbing would be more realistic, and it would also fix a lot of the front stab issues, but you'd have more backstabs. Backstabbing in this game hurt you more than they help you. That's true. They dropped recovery. They dropped recovery on everything in the game, and then we're just like, hey guys, what if we leave the recovery the same on backstab attempts? So that way, if you go for a backstab, you just end up getting backstabbed yourself. And that's how they decided to fix that. Why can't they just make moves good instead of making them high damage on the off chance they hit? I don't understand why they decided to buff a bunch of shit instead of nerf the broken things. You nerf the stuff that's broken, and then you see what's viable, and you buff the stuff that's not viable, and level out damage. Like, that's all you have to do. But instead, they buffed the shit that's not broken, so the time to kill is the same. The idea of buffing speed of Colossals, like, that's awesome. That's good. Those weapons are never going to be viable in PvP. Sure, buff the speed, right? I don't dislike it. It was a really good patch. They fixed a fuck ton of glitches that needed to be fixed, like, big time, right? That was awesome. They buffed Colossal weapons. That's fine. The recovery changes were kind of irrelevant. Like, you didn't need them. They don't make that much of a difference. The problem that I have is stuff like Power Stance Spears still kills in 3 hits. Unsheath still hits for over 1,000 damage. Like, that's a problem. That shouldn't be a thing. So why are we buffing the speed of Colossal weapons when I can do more damage and have a faster moveset with this? Why not nerf this so that Colossal weapons, the damage is better and the speed is slower? Because you would think that's what balance point would be. And then if you need to tweak them, you tweak them, right? Like, that's how you balance. You take, okay, this shit's fucking broken and the time to kill is 3 hits. Let's nerf it back to 5 or 6 hits and see what happens. What I'm saying is, why didn't they make the time to kill higher by nerfing the shit that's broken and then slowly buffing the other stuff? Priorities, and that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. They definitely needed a buff, and I think that the buffs are good. I just don't know if we needed that yet. I think we needed nerfs to other things, because I still don't think Uggs is viable in a legitimate fight. When I say viable, I'm talking about low latency in a 1v1. But all in all, the patch was good. Good things came from the patch. Things that we needed changed were there. So the patch was really, really good. I just wish they would have done it a little bit differently.